Hello and welcome to, or welcome back to, the Nasdaq Scalping Bot channel. My name is John and I'm here to give you the daily report about the bot and the functioning and the changing of the code and everything I always do at the end of a day just before the market closes. And I really was planning as in this gonna be a very short daily update because nothing happened today. And then I would be finished. And right at that moment that I started the recording, I saw a position popping up on my screen in red saying that we are having a sell position right now. And if you look at the bot, you see that the current profit loss is 68 cents and the total profit is also 68 cents. And I started the bot at 8:45, so like 1.5 hours ago I started the bot, and this is the first position he opens, and he is already going in the red. And that is not good. So let's get right in the daily report of the Nasdaq Scalping Bot. And to start at the moment with the coding, let's go to the coding. I will disable the bot, I will go to the coding. And if we look at the coding, I added a printout for the standard deviation, the spread, and the average change so that I could see that when he's going to open a new position with the right candle values and the MACD values, that I could see, okay, he's opening it, why, or why he isn't opening, because I saw the entire day that those three were blocking the opening of new positions. And I don't mind, I don't care that they were blocking, but I want to know at what point there will be a change in the values before I could say, okay, this is acceptable to me. Now you are allowed to open a position if the rest of the conditions are right. And I'm going to show you in a screenshot I took. So you see that there is in the screenshot the text skip trade due sideways market, and the number right above it, that the first one is 0, it's not 0, it's 1.1504299, etc., etc. That is that number, and I keep my eye on it, and at a certain point you see that that number changed into 0.0, and still it said skipped trade due to sideways market. So there was something wrong. I think why there is a 0.0. So in principle all three of the extra criteria are now met. You should open a position if the rest of the criteria met, in being the candles in the right value, etc., etc. And he didn't. So I went to the coding. I closed the bot, of course. I went to the coding, and then I saw in the coding that at the market that if the standard deviation was smaller than 0.1, he would return a true. And that's not good, because then it always is market sideways. There never be a good point, because the blockade is, no matter what, always the market is going sideways. So I changed that in not long ago, 1.5 hours ago, and let's take a look at it. And now I want to record and tell you guys there's nothing changed today. There's nothing happened with the bot. We're just testing some values, and right at that moment the bot opens. And what I see now is that, and you look at the same values as that I do, if the standard deviation is larger or equal to 0.1, then, and that's also not correct, because now he has opened a position while the standard deviation is 1.971738, etc., etc. So this is also not good. So I need to look at this more. Now I have new values down here and see why he did open a position when he even shouldn't. And then I have finished my first phase of my daily report, my first stage of my daily report. What did I change at the bot? Well, let's go to phase 2. And phase 2 is, as always, how did the bot perform? Well, the bot performed perfectly because he didn't open any position, he didn't do anything at all until 5 minutes ago. So, of course, he didn't. I was checking the values and I was checking about when is there something that we could do and at what point I would allow the bot to open a position if the rest of the conditions are right, if the rest of the strategy is correct, as in the candle and the MACD values. And that was what I'm waiting for to happen. And it opened right away after I started recording. That's it. That's the only one. So that's phase 2. Let's go to phase 3, as in how much profit did we make today, or how much positions, etc. do we have today? Well, you can guess it's only one. Let's go to the final step. You see that the market is rather going sideways. It's not that bad as yesterday. Yesterday we had even more slow market points, except for that one point at today. So last days were not that great. And today, and I must say in the last couple of hours, so even from about market starting, I see there's more action in the market, but still not enough action to actually think this is a good moment to open in position. And the bot didn't, because of the 3 extra conditions I created yesterday. There were not a position opened. And if we're gonna look at the report for today, you will see we had opened one position right away at 22.16, and we lost the only position we had, and we lost 47 cents. I can't help it, but it's laughable that the only point that I actually should open a position that ended negative, because there is something wrong with these values down here. And that's what I'm going to do now that I have new values with the actual looking at how the market looks for today. And then I'm going to change something in the threshold when or when not to open a position. And if I take a glance at the time, I see I sit at a recording of 18 minutes, and that's unedited 18 minutes, but that's it. So It's the outro already, as in, if you like this video, press like. If you want to see more, press subscribe. And do you want to talk to me directly? Meet me on Twitch, where I do a daily session. And you can meet me also at my Discord server. And for the Discord server and the Twitch, I will leave a link in the description. And as always, have every day a little fun